Hey YouTube. All right, I'm gonna wait a few minutes, see if anybody come on. Hey YouTube. I'm not gonna be on showing my face today, so it'll be the avatar. I'm gonna play some music in the background. It's Whitney Houston. Just the Lonely Talking. I heard that song a couple of days ago, and I was like, "Ooh!" I said I never heard that one, or at least I don't remember hearing it. One, I guess that didn't really get the playtime that it deserved. But that's an old song or remake from the Manhattans. I don't know if you can hear it. You know, if it's in here. If you can hear it, let me tell. If whoever's in the chat, talking again. All right, I'll come back in a second. All right, I'm gonna start because ain't nobody coming on here. Y'all just have to catch the replay. So anyway, as you can see from the title, is how do you make money just simply renting out space in your home? So anyway, on the description, there's a link. It's called Neighbor. And what I did was a few months ago, I came across this website where you can rent space in your home, whether it be your garage, closet, whatever, and people will you can save money if, and they could rent spaces in people's homes. So I signed up a few months ago. You know, they gave me a $50 Amazon gift card just for signing up. I, took pictures and a description of my home and what I could rent it. So anyway, so I've gotten a couple of people, they'll send a message. I get a message saying if I had space available. And the first time it was a boat. And somebody wanted to store their boat in my garage and they wanted to know how big it was. And, I didn't really figure that a boat would fit in my garage, even with none of the cars in here. But I didn't really want to do that because I didn't think it was going to be suffice. So then the next time I heard something back was another person, and they really weren't clear as to what they wanted to do. So they canceled or whatever the case may be. So a few days ago, I get notice from a young lady who was moving to Florida and she needed storage somewhere near the Stonecrest Mall area. And lo and behold, it was serious. It was a serious inquiry. So so she told me she wanted to store, some boxes and clothes in like a bed that's going to be broken down. So I approved it. Now, I didn't figure, that she really was going to do it. But she did made a reservation, which requires that the person pay with their credit card online. So I'm laying there a few couple hours ago, and I hear somebody knocking on the door. And I was like, "Who is that?" I look out the window. I said, "Who is it?" And then, you know, so I went. I put on my clothes. I went downstairs, and she was the person. She came to store her items. So she had one big box, and basically it's downstairs in the foyer. So she said she'll come back tomorrow with her other things to store, and she only needed a 50 by 50, which is like the size of a closet. So she'll be coming tomorrow, and I said, okay, well, just give me a call, because I'll be working tomorrow from home, so I have to make sure I'm on the lookout and empty that one room that has the bed, not the room that I'll be talking from or my other office. I have a third bedroom. So, and she was actually rented my closet. Now, so she'll be here sometime tomorrow with the rest of her stuff. So basically, I went online and checked my account, and of course, every month at the end of the month, I get a monthly income for her to store a few items in my house in the closet or a section in the garage. But depending on if it's like a bed or something real big encompassing, I'll probably just let her store her things in the garage, especially if it's a bed set. But I'll probably be able to manage it to come upstairs. Depends how much. I'm not trying to move a whole house in the house. So she said she just had a few boxes and like a bed set that's going to be broken down. So it's probably be like a headset, a headboard. So it really was a way of making extra money. Now, when I looked on, I think my monthly fee for 50 by 50, which is basically to rent a space in the closet, I want to say it was either like $50 a month. I need to look at my ad again because it was so long ago that I set it up. But I think it was like $50 per month for a closet to rent. And then anything bigger than that, it will be like $150 a month. And that's basically like a space in the garage or a section in the garage or one of the rooms or my attic. So that's in the description box. It'll be a referral link. So anybody, and you don't have to own a house to do this. If you live in an apartment and say you had space or you have empty closets and people could store just, boxes or whatever, because, you'd be surprised. So I was like, okay. I said, shoot, I could make some extra money doing that. Now that ain't too bad. Then my other thing that I was doing that I signed up for last month was, those little car stickers on your car advertising. So out of curiosity, I was getting these emails from Stickler. They say you get free food gift cards and then you get paid residual income. So I signed up for like $19. They mailed me the sticker. I got it on my Black Panther on the SUV, and it's basically like food survey for people, places. So I have that on there. Now my first month I get paid in July. I suppose every month I had to take a picture of the sticker, making sure it's still on my car. So you get monthly income. Now it says that you can make anywhere from like $1,200 a month. Not $1,200 a month, $1,200 or more at the end of the year. So you don't make a whole lot of money, but I'm curious to see what I'm going to make after the first month. So it's like a pool of money that people, they sign up for, and depending on how many people is in that particular campaign, then they're divided amongst the people in the pool. But it's, we can make $25, $50, $100 a month, but I'll be curious to see what happens. So anyway, I just wanted to make a quick video of my different residual income, I guess you could say, or passive income. And, I'm still doing the survey apps. I'm still doing all the other little apps, but I'm getting a lot of requests with other companies like mystery shopping. They're looking for people to go to apartments to do mystery shopping. Some of them was paying like $80 just to shop one apartment. Um, I did that for a minute, like last year, and I did pretty good with that, to be honest. Now, the only thing about the apartments is that they take a minute to pay. Sometimes you got to wait like a whole month before you get paid, but um, I've been getting a lot of requests for those. So, for those who, let me tell you, it's not just fast food and restaurants that has a shortage of workers or in need of workers. It's a lot of different industries. They have now hiring signs and looking for people to work. I don't know what it is. It's like, I don't know if people sitting on unemployment because they getting that unemployment plus the regular one from the state. But like I told y'all last week, that's going to end next month. Let me check something here real quick. What the hell happened? Okay. So anyway, I see a lot of non-hiring signs all over the place, not just fast food either. And I don't know what it is. Is it that people? I mean, I know unemployment. I know people. Trying to get paid at least $15 minimum wage. They want to change the minimum wage from $7.25 to 15. That ain't gonna happen. Minimum wage is not gonna be $15 an hour because number one, there is no places hardly paying $7.25 an hour for one thing. Some places are paying 10, 11. But if minimum wage is $7.25 and they paying above whatever the minimum wage is, I don't think minimum wage is going to be $15 without sacrificing hours being cut, or you're not going to get 40 hours a week. Now I could tell you from working at Maximus, working 40 hours a week was cut down to 32, and this assignment, I don't know how long it's going to last, but it's only going to last for a minute. And then went to Raggedy McDonald's for breakfast because I had to do all these assignments today with survey, going to Publix, checking Procter and Gamble products, and it was like paying $17 an hour for each store. I had 33 stores to do. I only did 4, and I asked them to extend my time for Sunday because there was no way I was going to do all those stores in one day. So I'm gonna do some tomorrow afternoon. Hopefully, I'll wait until she comes to move the rest of her stuff. Hopefully she'll come in the morning or whatever, but I'll be here working. So, and but it won't be too long. I'm just gonna, let them come in, store the items, the rest of the boxes. And she's a young girl, so it's just like Airbnb. People already made the reservation. You gotta pay, for the reservation of your stuff. It is insured, so if anything happens, like my house burnt down or something like that, her stuff will still be covered by the company, and I'll get paid at every month at the end of the lease. So if she goes for several months, every month I get paid for the lease. Now that I know that I didn't say it was legit, but now that I know that people are looking to store items, they can't afford these storage places, because it's expensive. Now, I never stored anything at my house before. I mean, I never stored anything at a storage place, but I know if you had items you need to store, and say, for instance, somebody's in between homes or whatever, a lot of people are going to be evicted when that rent moratorium comes. They're going to need storage. They're going to need ways to store their items while they try to look for some place to live or situations like that. Otherwise, a lot of people, they're not going to be able to even afford basic storage. So this neighbor.com is in the description link that I think a lot of people's going to start um, finding alternatives. So hopefully I'm going to, I ain't got nothing to do. I mean, most of the stuff in my house is not like it's fully furnished. And if it is, it's time for me to start getting rid of a lot of old stuff anyway. Books and donating things that I have. And the garage is halfway cleaned out. So I think tomorrow morning when I get up while I'm working, I'll just go downstairs to the garage and finish. Really, really, that's it. I don't really have anything to do. I just need to throw out a lot of these little junk stuff, and I already started doing that when I had the water heater replaced. So, and I don't park my cars in the garage yet, but I'm going to start doing it. Even if I just park probably the SUV because I don't. I drive that every other day if I'm going out and about. But if I'm doing my regular survey, I don't drive that. I don't want to put a lot of miles on the SUV. So the Corolla, which still has 146,000 miles, I use that as my work car. And then the SUV is leisure. But I'm not trying to put a whole lot of miles on the car and things like that because prices of used cars is just as much as used cars. And I'm trying to, I keep things for a long time unless something happens. So, but that's the other thing I was talking about. So I signed up for this service where you could rent your car. You go to the airport, in this case, Atlanta Airport, and people will rent a car from the airport. So I signed up for this little for this company called what is that dang company name? I registered, but I have not yet went to the airport to have my car leased. So they paid me $100 just to have my car parked at the airport. And if somebody leases the car, I get paid 50 cents per mile for each usage or something like that, they said. And they'll wash the car, clean it, sanitize it, do everything while they have the car. So I haven't yet done that yet. I just signed up for that last week. So I'm trying to find out what's the name of that place, company. It's better than what's that other company where you can lease your car? It's been out for a while. What's the name of it? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. What's the name of it? Oh goodness, the name thing slipped my mind. It's been out for a while. People rent your car to do Uber and Lyft, but I don't want to do that like that. I don't want to rent my car out. I don't want to rent my new vehicle out for people to do Uber and Lyft. Now I don't mind doing this company, which is called. What's the name of it? I just signed up for it, but I haven't done it yet. I was thinking about trying it for a month just to see. And it is insured by Allstate. The company name is. What the hell is it? Dang, can't find it. I saw it on Facebook. Because, I was trying to wonder. I said, well, why are people not just going to Hertz and all these other regular rental places to rent cars? And to me, I just think that a lot of those cars from the rental places is either being, after a while, they they don't they don't rent the cars, so they either sell them. And anyone looking to buy a car, that's a great way to buy a car is going through Hertz. What is the name of it? Dang it. Okay, while I look for that, I won't be starting Amazon Sunday. I changed my location to Brazelton, which is it's not it's not that far from Jefferson, but I chose Brazelton. I figured because it's like a basic straight shot, and it may be a little bit more miles to not drive. And then I changed the hours because I'll be working 3 days a week. Now I know I said I didn't want to do no long hours, but this one was $18 an hour. So I said, "Oh, let me go do this one for 3 days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday." And when I went there yesterday to take the picture, because I had to take the picture of the badge, I went there yesterday, and then I saw, hey, Colas. No, I ain't doing no Amazon Flex. Oh, I'll tell you, I would address the Miami situation. I was thinking about you. I was like, I hope Colas ain't don't live in that area. But when I first saw that building, um, I was like, dang, that building looks old. When I saw it, I said, man, how old is that? But the girl, she just dropped off one box. It's still sitting in the foyer. And she said it was going to be a bed, but she's going to be taking it down. So I assume it's going to be just the head bed, the mattress and the headboard and headdress and a couple of boxes. So hopefully it's only a couple of boxes that's supposed to fit in a closet and not take up the whole entire room, because because then for the little amount that she chose wouldn't correlate to what the rental was. But you know what? I figured ain't nobody, she's young, and I could tell she probably, needed money and didn't have enough money to put the stuff in storage. So it ain't gonna be like a whole bunch of, things like that. But what is the name of that dang company? I'm trying to look for that rental company that I signed up for. They gave me $100, but it's on the account. So what is the dang name of it? It was right on Facebook too. Ugh. I see all these emails for Amazon. I need to do that thing tomorrow for training. There's all these training you got to do with Amazon online. So I'm going to be doing that tomorrow while I'm sitting here doing nothing. Or I'll do it tonight. I don't know. Oh, goodness. I can't find it. Oh, I can't find the dang name. Avail. That's it. It's called Avail. Uh-oh. Old raggedy chair. So with Avail, basically what it is that I go to the Atlanta airport. I go to I drop off the car, the keys, and if somebody rents my car, then they pay me for them to use the car rented. And they'll clean it, they'll wash the car, they do all those things each time. So I signed up this week and they gave me $100. So all I have to do was, I was supposed to go there tomorrow and drop the car off, and then they'll take me a shuttle and take me back to the airport, and then I just go back home. So I don't know. I might do that for a month just to see. And then if nobody don't rent the car or whatever, then I just go back all right, well, I'm gonna get my car and just go on back my business. But I may do that because I'm not driving that car as much. I'm only going to the store. When I drive the SUV, I'm going to the store, Aldi's, and that's it. I haven't gone anywhere long distance, far, and I don't do my merchandising gigs on in the SUV because I don't want to put a lot of miles. That's not the work car. That's the leisure car. So I may do that. Avail, because they say you can make $500, $600, $700 a month or something like that, depending how often your car is rented. But I'm not doing that rental to be used as to do Uber and Lyft. Nope, I ain't doing that. I figured I'd rather do where somebody doesn't want to rent a car because they're in Atlanta, they want to rent a car and they want to, drive around the city and come back, fine. But that hard driving, doing Uber and stuff, nah. And like I said, it is insured by Allstate, so that's a good thing. So you have to, and the way I figure it, if I can make money doing that, and I'm working from home until next week when I work at Amazon, when I'm supposed to start after 4th of July, I'm only working 3 days a week. The only time I'm traveling any length of distance is when I'm going to Braselton. Now, Braselton is about 43 miles one way, according to the GPS. So, and it's not that hard highway driving. I actually took 124, went to Braselton Highway. I didn't even have to really get on the highway. I mean, at one point you get on 85, but I don't want to do that. I'm going to take that back road, and that was going to Jefferson, so I had to go to a different facility to take my pictures and my badge. But Braselton, it's just like, it's like 4 turns, literally, to get there. And it's 49 minutes. Now, I drove the Corolla, so, yeah, they pay 18 an hour. It's like, because I'm going to do 3 days a week. I'm doing 8 p.m. until, not 8 p.m. Is it? Yeah, 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. or 6:30 the next day or something. But let me tell you, it's different because this facility, when they show, they say, you look at this video. So what I'll be doing there is I'm actually going to be on this big old machine where I'm just, picking or scanning. I don't know. I got to tell y'all when I go to training for day one. But it is a whole lot different than what I was doing before. Before, the first time I worked at Amazon in Smyrna, that was when you were loading the trucks, loading the packages off the trucks, sorting them. That was hard. Then of course, I worked from home, customer service. I told them to kiss my butt because y'all said training was 3 weeks, 4 weeks. And then y'all tell them about you got to finish training at the end of the week to take calls. And, I said no. Then the third time was, of course, I told y'all back in, last year, late November, October, November, whatever, August, September, October, whatever those 3 months that I worked at last year at Amazon Fresh with the groceries. That was when you had to put on the suit, going at minus 30 degrees freezer and picking, going those small aisles, picking groceries. See, doing the grocery stuff wasn't that bad. But that was the one that was like, oh, I need that item. I need this, I said, no. Then they had me doing social distancing at the gate, on my feet for 12 hours. Can't sit down. You had to make a crate to sit down and stuff like that. So this one is so robotic and computerized. I'll be actually supposed to be hooked up to however they showed it on the video. You're like literally got scanning things, and you got you're on this maybe 5-story, 6-story high on some, I don't know. I have to show y'all the first day. I'm gonna try to take a video and show you what it looks like when I get there. Because it's hard to explain, but they pay 18 an hour. So from midnight to 6:30, they pay an extra $2.50. So shift differential. So that's where it comes in. Then I get notified because I worked there last year, and I'm not a seasonal employee. I'm actually permanent. They said, how all that time I was working, I had accumulated PTO and personal time. So I'm eligible for benefits from the get-go because I've been there before. So they went back on your previous time. And because I was there previously, I qualified for benefits. I was like, dang, if I knew they were going to do that, I wouldn't have signed up for benefits at Maximus. But I wonder if I could cancel some of that. Well, I already got health insurance. I already started dental, vision. So I'm eligible for benefits from day one, which includes tuition reimbursement or they pay 95%. Because I've been there before. So my time, I didn't lose none of my time. So I was like, dang, I wonder how much PTO time I had because they didn't pay me and say, here you go, there's your PTO remaining. I guess they never paid me for it. So I knew I took a couple of days off that last few days when I was there, but I know I had some time because I didn't hardly been absent until that last week when I was there. It took like one day, or I was late 30 minutes or something like that. So I probably had some time. So, but yeah, that's all that's going on, Colas. You're the only one left, ain't you? Now, as for doing Amazon Flex, once you become an employee, they won't let you do Amazon Flex at the same time. So they deactivated my account with Amazon Flex when I became an employee, and I never did sign back up. But then they called me back. So, but they hiring. I'm telling you, Amazon is needing people like crazy. I looked at some cities and stuff just to see, and they hiring all over the place. And it's not driving the trucks either. Those are independent DSPs. Those are third-party companies that does Amazon. Now, if you want to become a DSP owner, you could do that for $10,000, and then they'll help you pay to get the trucks and stuff. But you have to do all the hiring for drivers, and that's not an easy task to be an owner and get people to come to work. But I was watching a video yesterday, and they was talking about DSP owners, people, how they were, how the drivers, working on the traditions of working as a delivery driver for Amazon, especially during the Prime. Because I ordered 2 items from Prime. I got one yesterday. I'm waiting for my water cooler thing tomorrow. Water dispenser. You know how you get the Primo water. So I'm waiting for that. And I knew that item was not going to be available for no 2 days. So they said sometime between this week, Friday. Well, not even Friday. I was supposed to either get it July 2nd or the 3rd or something like that. And then all I gotta do is get one of those water, the 5-gallon water things, go to Primo or Whole Foods and fill it up, and then take that water home and just put it right there on my little water dispenser. But yeah, Amazon had a commercial on the radio. Every time you turn the radio, Amazon not hiring. They hiring, I didn't tell you, Colas, you get $1,000 sign-on bonus. So they give you the first $500 for 30 days. And then I show them my COVID card. They'll pay me $100 from day one for taking the COVID. And then the other $500, they'll pay you after 90 days. So I'm telling y'all better leave Uber Eats and Grubhub and all those things alone, because I can't see how you could still, I can't see how people could still do those Grubhub and Uber Eats and stuff, because a lot of these restaurants, they can't even keep up with the regular employees they got. So much trying to get people to fulfill orders for people to get it delivered. And you know they're going up in the price. They went up on regular Chick-fil-A. So can you imagine how much they charging if you was to order that same thing from Uber Eats and Burger King and all the other places? It probably way be more expensive. And I can't see how people could continue to do that. So I haven't watched too many other YouTubers talking about Grubhub, and I haven't seen too many people doing Uber Eats and all these other stuff. Even though some people, they swear to God, they'll tell me, "Oh, it's still people still ordering food and da da da." But I said, shoot, if you live in an area that people got money and they elderly or whatever the case may be, that might be true. But if you're a person who occasionally do Uber Eats or Grubhub or whatever, you're not really going to see the effects if you're only doing it for a few hours at a time. But like I said, all these people that I used to watch on YouTube talking about doing Uber Eats and Grubhub and all the other ones, I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see it as much. Even when I'm out and about, I could tell if somebody was picking up for DoorDash or somewhere. When I used to go to when I went to Panera, and then I hear somebody walking in and they says, "Oh, I'm picking up for whatever," and they doing DoorDash. But other than that, it's not as frequent. It's not like there's a whole lot of people. Oh my God. Oh goodness. I'm not watching the game. I'm actually monitoring it on ESPN.com. Boy, the Hawks are getting whooped. 44-77. Now it's 45 Hawks, 77 Bucks. Man, who tax a lot? I know. See, but let me see. Let me look what happened. What quarter this is in? Dang, they just got the halftime. That's the halftime score. I'm thinking, shit, 77. I know you can't see me. I ain't trying to get on the camera. Besides, my light's turned out. I need to turn on the light. I need to clean the background. I finally need to clean the background of my background. I'm tired of looking at these stuff that been in this corner. So I need to start getting rid of that. That's why you don't see me. Well, I don't know what the taxes will be on that money, but I get paid weekly. But it is what it is, It is what it is. See, I ain't gonna hold that score too much because see, it'll be like leading by 25, 30, and then next thing you know, because that happened before with the Hawks in Philly. Philly was leading by 30, and then the next half it was like boom, all of a sudden the Hawks won. So what? All right, Tyson, go on strike then. You see my little well, you don't see my avatar. All right, I'm gonna invite y'all and see who want to come in the room. See, I be inviting people. Y'all don't even hit the invite. You might have to see me tomorrow night or something. It ain't gonna be tonight. I wasn't gonna be on here too long. I ain't gonna be on here too long because I need to lay down. I feel nauseous. I need to lay down. So I've been out about all day. Not out, I didn't do all day today. I was out doing my surveys, going to Publix, checking all the merchandising for Procter and Gamble, and I thought it was gonna be a good 20 minutes and stuff. Oh man, it actually took more like an hour, 15 minutes, hour and 20 minutes. Look, I get paid per hour, and now I just made my way home at a certain point. I was like, okay, I'm gonna try to do some tomorrow when I get off. Let me write stuff like that in my chat. Get my channel snatched, even though I ain't got nothing. I don't have no I'm not monetized. You know, you can't say certain things in YouTube. You know. I know one thing they said you can't be smoking on the channel. Some I don't know. There's so many different things they say about you can't do this, you can't do that, you're not supposed to do that. You know, telling who to listen to. So let me give you an update about my little stocks on Cash App. So I know Coles, I remember before you told about you only made $18. Let me tell you how much my little thing jumped up to in the last few months. Oh man, it dropped. Well, I had an investment of $185, and then now it is $242.37. So it had a gain of $57.37. But yesterday was $67 and some change. So the thing went down today. But silver, the little silver coins, it's going up a little bit. I sold all of my little Bitcoin. You know, the other day I had that Bitcoin. See, my Bitcoin and my stocks was about the same. About $187. I think at one time it was 200 and something with Bitcoin. Man, that thing dropped down to 31.664. And when I did invest it was going up, and then all of a sudden it took a tank. So I'll be getting a loss on Bitcoin when I get my little thing next year. And then the stocks, it's gone up, you know, should you invest? Yeah. I wouldn't, to be honest, I wouldn't do cryptocurrencies though. I don't care, Dogecoin, or whatever that thing is called, Bitcoin, all these other Bitcoin stuff. Nah, I wouldn't mess with that too much, because when China put regulations on Bitcoin, they're trying to do their own currency. The United States, I think in a few years, they're going to start trying to do their own digital currency soon. So the physical dollars that you see and all that stuff, that ain't going to be around too much. So if I was to do investments, I would do stocks. Now, I'm trying to do real estate investing, but I don't want to buy properties and flip them and fix them up. But I would invest in companies that has a real estate investment. I would do that. I was thinking about doing that. Matter of fact, I'm still going to do it with what's the company I want to do it with? I haven't decided which one I want to do it with, but I do have some real estate EFTs in my investments, and that 200 something. I have AMC when it was real cheap. That's when I bought it, and then it went up. I bought SPDR Gold Trust. That went up. I did an IA firm. That went up. But then NVIDIA and the Plug Power, that went down. So those two things went down a little bit. So I would do, I'm trying to find me a good one with real estate. But you could buy real estate in many different ways. It doesn't have to be buying houses and fixing them up and stuff, because The other day when I was driving back home from Amazon and I was going through these small little towns, I saw a big subdivision. The whole subdivision says now for rent, not to buy. These big companies are buying subdivisions and they're not selling them as houses for people to buy. They're renting the houses and the rent's going up too. So that's what I would invest in. I would invest in companies that are buying these real estate properties. So that's the one I would do. Matter of fact, the only reason why I haven't started it yet because they was like, oh, we can't take the check card, and you have to have a check. So I opened up another account with this company called not the Cash App one, but it was another one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to it's called Ground Floor. They were looking for investors, but they already tapped out with the number of investors. You can invest like $1,000, and there's other ones, Seed Invest and stuff. So you can go on different sites and actually purchase or invest money for people who want to buy real estate. Now that's what I would do. That's what I would do. But I was so indecisive between so many different ones. It's a lot of big companies out there. I was like, dang. They were looking for investors. And then some of them I was looking at. Now, like I said, you could lose your money in those companies too. But I was looking at and see what kind of money or real estate they were buying and where is it coming from. But yeah, I would do investing. And really, to be honest, people talking about the real estate collapse and real estate, the stock market and all that. Most people made money when it was a downturn. They didn't make money. Um, that's when money was made. So all that stuff with Bitcoin and all that stuff, you could buy maybe $100 or something real small in those cryptocurrencies. But I wouldn't make that a majority of my investment, to be honest. I would just do the small investments where you loan the money to people to buy properties. Now that I would do. That I would do. I'm just trying to find that other company. I know groundfloor.com is one because that's someone based in Atlanta. They've been buying a bunch of properties all over the place, all over the country. But see, so many bigger firms, hedge fund companies that got billions of dollars has been buying it up. So those companies, it's like the smaller companies that buy properties can't even find properties. So that could be a little bit hard. So you could enter it, but see, I think with the prices of materials going up and labor shortages and all that stuff, people who want to buy, people who are even trying to go into investing can't even really find investment properties without bugging people to death. You want to say, somebody keep calling me automated system every goddamn day about buying my house. Why the hell would I want to sell my home when even if the real estate took a tank, even if it went down to the ground, I still would come out good because one, how low can it go? I already bought it when it was low in 2009 at 119. It appraised at the time at 130. And now I got my property taxes the other day, and I looked at the little appraisal part. They talk about it was 200,000. Now you know that people are paying 10 to $20 to $30,000 more in the asking price. I probably almost would make double than what I made on my house when I bought it back in the last economic downturn. And people say, "Oh, you could make double." Da, da, da. But first of all, number one, the capital gains tax that I would pay on that money, and two, where would I live? Where would I have a place to live? I wouldn't even have a place to live. Yeah, I could move to South Carolina and stay in my mother's house or whatever. But she talked about selling that house that she got 5 years ago and wanted to move in someplace cheaper because she said she was tired of the grass. She ain't cut no grass. How you cut the golf course? Part of the house is at the back is the golf course, and the other parts is but it's not big or nothing like that to cut. But it's not even so much about cutting the grass. I just think she just ready to move and want to move to one of those townhomes they say they were building up in South Carolina for like 100, real cheap. And she wants to go into like one of those townhomes and not really maintain a house anymore. And I was telling her about, why don't you do Airbnb with the house? And she didn't know what it was and what I was talking about. But I said, you can make money do Airbnb if you were gonna. And she, like I said, my mother almost finished paying off 2 houses. She paid the one in New York. That's been paid off years ago, and made a bundle on that. And then the one in South Carolina, the mortgage is paid off again. I was like, I'm trying to figure out where my mother got all this money from. I know where she got it from because, she's retired and, got a pension and all these other kind of stuff. Ain't no telling. And so she said, I'm going to wait this out. Now, my mother's 72, so she'll have to do a lot of things what she decides to do. Is she going to sell the house or she going to, I don't know. I know it's going to be inherited to me and my sister, but I'm quite sure, and that's in the Charleston area too, Goose Creek. And people trying to move to the South, South Carolina, North Carolina, wherever in the South they want to move, most definitely Texas and Austin, to be exact, in the surrounding areas. And, people just can't really afford to buy a home. And, it's like a lot of people say, well, you know what, you might as well stay where you at. Stay exactly where you are. I'm going to stay exactly where I'm at. Because, one, within a year or so, if I decide I want to, do more travel and whatever the case may be, I could just rent this house. Because a lot of people, let me tell you, when that little rent moratorium ends and skyrocketed to the point where people ain't going to afford to have no place to live. And I know some of my neighbors, I know for a fact, ain't no way you got 4 cars parked up in your parking thing or garage or whatever. Ain't no way everybody in that house got a car, 4 cars. And you could tell people are renting out rooms in the house and renting out the house, period. And they have, multiple people living in the house and stuff. I know they're doing that. I could easily do that. I could rent this house for 2 different people. One person get the master bedroom where I do my videos at, and they got the master bath, and the other one could rent the other room, and then get the other bathroom, and then everybody share the common space downstairs. There's so many things that people are doing, But let me see what's going on with the game. All right, the third quarter started again. Now it's 79-44. I don't think there's no way that Atlanta Hawks are gonna win this series. It might. We'll see what happens. Last year, the first game, the only reason why the Hawks won was because the Bucks wasn't really shooting well. To be honest, they were. I think I didn't watch the game, but I was looking at it online. I think they were taking too many outside shots rather than just using the big man they got, Ankopu, whatever his name is, however you pronounce it. Use him. Let him take it to the basket. All those open jump shots and stuff, nope, they don't need to be doing that. They need to be power. That's the only way they're going to do it. The only way. All right, who's the four people in here other than Colas and Tyson? Who else in here? Dorian, you watching? I know you be watching sometimes. Erica, you here or you watching the game? Okay, I'm tired of these dang flies. You get me a fly star. See, you try to keep the window open so I can get some good air, but then these dang flies keep flying in the house. Cause my flowers and stuff finally grew out, and so it's right below out the window. There's like a little patch of. It hasn't really grown a lot of vegetables and nothing yet, but it's like a little beet section. I think another one is growing to be. I don't know what it is. But in the pots, the marigolds, the flowers started to grow. Those were to attract butterflies and bees. And then I had a small little cucumber that sprouted the other day. I was going to show y'all, but I didn't have my phone. So hopefully tomorrow it'll be a little bit of something, because once something grows, it goes quick. So hopefully this being summer, it will start to, something will come up. Squash, cucumber, tomato, something. I'll find out. And a watermelon patch. I got it in the flower bed. I know that's a watermelon. Ted, how you get, man, I can do that myself. Oh, I ain't gonna stay here long now. Now it's been 58 minutes, so I only got a few more minutes. All right, 87-51. Man, if they get to 100 before the third quarter ends and the Hawks, they can forget it. Ain't no way. When are we having a meetup? You know what? I was thinking about that with my little $500 voucher I got from Southwest Airlines. I would like to use that and do a trip somewhere to, now don't be, you know what? I'm not going to no random place. So I was thinking the cheaper place that I think we could go to, that all of us could go to meet, we could go to either Dominican Republic, the DR, or we could do Mexico. Not Cancun, Mexico, but no, we could either do Bahamas, like either the U.S. Virgin Islands, or we could do the Dominican Republic. I think that would be a good meetup we could do. I'm gonna put it out there. If you do, I don't have a passport either. I need to hurry and get my. If we go to a U.S. territory, You don't need a passport. So to alleviate people having to need to get a passport, we could choose the U.S. Virgin Islands or one of the U.S. territories, and we could do that. I think we should do it. I don't want to do it during the summer because all these flights and stuff, canceling flights during the summertime, and they've been they can't. That's another shortages of pilots and shortage of. No, it ain't. Tropical places like no, not if you're going in the fall. It ain't. I wasn't talking about going in the summertime. I think the summertime planning is going to be a little bit too. One is too late because it's already going to be July. So either we could do September, late September, or October. That way we give enough time for people to go. Or we could do not Vegas. I don't know. I'm going to put a poll out there and then I'll see. Because I would like to do a meetup. It's been a long time coming. And one, I want to do something. Because, I always said that going anything with this virus thing, I always said it should be, people should try to roll things out in a 2-year. I feel better. Not, it's a year since the virus. Ain't nothing going to take no year to eradicate anything. It's going to take at least 2 years, because you have to figure out all the places in the countries around the world, not just United States, Canada, and major cities in Europe, but, you have to get that thing under control in all parts of the country. In all different parts of the world, If somebody says, "Oh, you're going to India," hell to the no. No. We're not going to India. We're not going to go anywhere in South America like what they said had an issue going. They have brewed up. Not Venezuela. Venezuela got their own political problems and economic things for years anyway, so we ain't going there. I know somewhere in one of those places in South America, they had a high rate of Brazil. Yes. Had that high infection rate. Nope, we ain't going there. And we ain't going to Panama either. Nope, we ain't going there. If we go any place, it's going to have to be one of the maybe Dominican Republic because it's real cheap. Or it can be cheap, put it that way. Or the U.S. Virgin Islands. I heard Costa Rica is a nice place to visit and to live. If you want to oops. Well done. No, not after all those people getting killed in Dominican Republic, it's not as high because people was afraid to go there. So their prices have gone down some, depending where you go. But so many people gone to Dominican Republic, that might be I would like to go to Honduras. My aunt, she loved to travel. God rest her soul. She went to Honduras years ago. Yeah, Honduras. St. Croix, one of those other islands. Honduras, St. Croix. I want to go to Martinique. I want to go there. Oh, Dr. Sebi. Dr. Sebi died. How about that little sea moss that I got from the farmer's market? I need to make my little sea moss thing again. I made sea moss, but I use it for my skin. That's what I had used it for. I still got some. I didn't use it to eat or put in a smoothie. I put it because it had part of the Epsom salt of the It is a fly in here because I can't get rid of the damn fly. I can't seem to get the hell out of this window, out of this That is a fly. They don't know how to get out because they can't seem to that this window that's in the back of me is open. They still trying to fly into the get out of here. Get. I have the light turned on, but the light from the computer, I think it's the light draws the fly towards the screen because it's I bought some sea moss from the farmers market, the Cab Farmers Market. But some people say you could buy it from Amazon and all these other places. But all right, fly. I'm gonna go to the Dollar Tree and get one of those fly things. Bet your ass won't be coming in this house. Let me see what the score looks like. $57 to $89. 57 to 92. What is that? A 32 point spread? Is that it? 32-point spread? You think the Hawks come back? It's the third quarter. They got 6 points. Oh, shoot. 5 minutes and 37 seconds in the third quarter. Oh, I'm so thirsty. Well, anyway, that's all I wanted to come on and say was in the description, you'll see some of the links of some of the things I was doing. Like I said, if you live in an apartment or a house or whatever, and you got a closet space you want to rent out, I would suggest doing that because a lot of people are going to have a lot of their junk out on the street when the rent moratorium come and they're going to need to find storage to store their items, and they're not going to be able to afford. See, these rental places, storage companies, they know it's coming. A lot of people are going to be evicted out the house they renting, and this rent moratorium going to end next month. And those people are going to have to move back home or find someplace to live or shelter or whatever. And they're gonna have to put their things in storage, and that storage fees are gonna be off the chain. They're gonna be very expensive, and I'm talking about maybe 3, 4, 500. Just think about it. If food and everything else in the whole world is going up in price, can you imagine what the storage fees are gonna be like? It's gonna be off the chain. It's not gonna be cheap like it was last year or 2 years ago. It's gonna probably be like $100, $200 more, if not more than that. And then getting a U-Haul truck to put the stuff and then go and try to go and find a storage place, and you're gonna pay you might pay $200 something for a little space. And if you had a house full of stuff, be prepared to pay more than that. So I guess the person who found my ad and said, "Oh, 50 by 50, I need to put a couple boxes in the closet," and it's only what, $50. I'm gonna have to look at that fee thing again. But I know if she come tomorrow with a house full of stuff, it ain't gonna be no 50. So she better have a couple boxes and put that bed. California extended their rent moratorium for people. That don't mean nothing. They extended it that much, Harden. They talk about they extended it so that people won't get kicked out. Man, people ain't gonna get kicked out. They're gonna be forced to move, and they're gonna be forced to leave California. Shoot, the longer those people extend that rent moratorium in California and they ain't paying no rent, the worse situation they're gonna be. Just because you extend a rent moratorium, uh, can you kick her out? She didn't bring no two people because because this is for storage, not for people for rent. So this is for stuff, not people. No, she ain't bringing people. It's only stuff. So it's only gonna be boxes or whatever. Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna rather than if it's gonna be a bed and all that stuff, I think I'm just gonna do with the garage because it'll make it easier to have that stuff when it's time to get it. It's probably easier to put it in the garage. I already got my garage cleaned out. I just need well, there's only a few sections I need to throw away tomorrow. I just need to just yeah, I'll put them in the garage. Yeah, because there she already paid. She already well on the website. If you go on when you go to the description later on, neighbor.com, it's just like Airbnb. People have to put in their information. They have to pay with their credit card. Um, all that. It's a company. It's not like I just say, okay, I'm renting out my stuff. Anybody could come. So it's just like those other Airbnbs and um, all those places that people be renting their house or you rent your car. They already, when they come and check the stuff, they already went through all that. So they already went through all that. So I get paid regardless. So if she keeps the stuff for a year, every month I get paid at the end of the rent lease for that 50 by 50 feet square feet footage. Yep, it's exactly what it is. I'm using my house as a rental space. So with all these garage and all these rooms, anybody want to put their box in my room, in my spare room, and they say, "Oh, I need it." That's exactly what it'll be. $50 for a one little section space. Well, when she came with the first heavy box, that box was so heavy, and I already had all my stuff in the dang foyer. I had some things that was already in the foyer. She said, "How you doing for mine?" I said, "Yep." Yeah, she can. All she has to do is notify me. But in this case, she's moving back to Florida. So she needs her stuff stored for a few months. No, it's already in the ad. So if they have to, if they want to come by or whatever, they can send me a message and I got her number. So I got her phone number. I said, give me a number. So no, the ad gives you specific information. Well, put it this way. I want to make sure no roaches come in those boxes either, but that's why I'm going to have it in the closet and it's going to be eradicated. So, because see, ain't no roach come my house. Because see, I spray around my house and it'll be dead before they even come in the house. Bloop. And as for mice, I ain't seen no mice or nothing in this house ever. Never. That's one thing about those cats. See, those, I don't be having no critters. Oh no. Besides, the stuff is insured. So as long as this house don't burn down or whatever, her stuff is insured anyway. So I ain't worried about that. Oh no, I ain't gonna look through her stuff. I barely look through my stuff. So much looking through somebody else's. Nope, because she already has that first box sealed up, taped up, and everything. Nah, she's a young girl. I could tell. I could tell she ain't nobody trying to do no random stuff. I could tell. Ain't no one trying to do all that. If she got money in it, she got money in it, but I doubt it. I doubt it very much. Besides, like I said, I think the only biggest thing she probably gonna be having here is the bed, and it's already be broken down. So all you gotta do is put that thing in the spare room. So I have to make sure I take down that other bed that I got up with the headboard, not the one y'all be seeing in the background, not that one. I'm talking about in the third bedroom where nobody goes in there. So I literally got a closet and stuff that's not even in there. So I just put it in the closet and that's it. Amazon Flex. I don't know how much Amazon Flex pay. Amazon Flex pays based on whatever is you delivering, I guess. I don't know. I haven't done Amazon Flex in over a year. I just know working for Amazon, if you work, some of these places is paying 15.50 minimum, at least 15.50, and then if you're working midnight overnight shift, you're getting paid $18 an hour. But it depends on the city too. I know here in Atlanta, if you work midnight to early in the morning, to 6 in the morning, whatever, it's $18 an hour. If you're working during the daytime, it's $15.50, and then someone have a sign-on bonus of $1,000 plus the $100 for the first day if you got the vaccine COVID shot. So I showed them my little card. Then it's so they gonna get the one that pays $18 an hour is the one that works. Like if you look on Amazon for the jobs in the warehouse associate, if you working like say 8 p.m. till no, say you work midnight to 4 in the morning. It depends on the city. Most of the time, if you're working like those twilight hours or something, a lot of them have paid $18. It depends where you live. So each city is different, but it'll tell you when you click on there. I know Amazon Air, which is the planes and stuff, they paying that, but it's a lot of big cities paying that. Dang, the score is 100 to 63. 100 to 63, and it's just ending the third quarter. Ooh. Yeah, they hiring in Orlando too. I think Orlando's paying 15, 17. So I don't know. You just have to look on there. But it's not like it used to be when you're doing that hard labor. It's not like it used to be. Most of those warehouses is robotic. Like I was telling you, the one I'll be going to, I'm gonna show you what it looks like when I go there from day one. It's hard for me to tell you, but it's not like the ones where you picking up boxes in the truck and loading them and stuff. No, I ain't doing that. That's why I had a feeling that Jefferson location I was supposed to go to on Sunday. I was supposed to start Sunday for the new hire. So you have to find out, is it a fulfillment center what type of center is it? Will you be placing the orders where you standing there basically and the robots come to you and you're supposed to scan and or whatever? It depends. You got to figure out what warehouse you be doing what. Will you be a sorter? Some of those titles it says sorter. Like if it says sorter, like they have one in Atlanta, that one I won't do. That's the one you standing there, trucks are coming off the truck and you have to sort the packages and put them in boxes and picking them. Nope, I ain't doing that no more. That was the first thing I've done at Amazon. And that one, you constantly on your feet, you constantly walking, you constantly bending down. I had to make sure it was a big difference between standing there in your station and you just checking boxes and you just putting, I ain't doing all these heavy lifting and all that. Nope. So you could chill depending on what you're doing. But a lot of those newer locations and stuff, those are the ones that's robotic. But I heard that could be dangerous too because those robots, it's like if you bump into one or whatever, it's like crashing into a car. So it could be dangerous too, but it's not, you're not going to be exerting yourself like, oh my God, Mm-mm. So I would just check it out and see what it is. But if you get to one of those newer locations with the robots, a lot of those jobs is not like it used to be. It ain't like it used to be. That's why so many people were quitting because it was so constantly moving, constantly, like I told you when I was doing the groceries and stuff, it was good doing the groceries, but when it was like you had to go in the freezer and and then the deep freezer, that was excruciating. That's what it was kind of like, oh my God, really? Because when you're doing groceries, picking groceries, you have to do it. You have to make sure you do it within a certain time frame, and they be like, if you not scanning, they say you in unproduction. That's what that jackass called me on the phone. You said you was not productive on such and such this time. You better get out of here with that crazy stuff. And they're gonna call me back on the automated system because they said, "Oh, we need you." It shouldn't have, how you say you're not supposed to be penalized for production, but then just because your cheap, stupid machines don't be working, it's about you weren't productive, you weren't doing nothing. What? That's a lie. That was a lie. But anyways, that's all I gotta say about that. So I changed my shop. I won't be starting Sunday at Jefferson. I'll be going to Brazelton, and I'll be starting after the 4th of July, which is the 8th. I can't tell you. You have to look at the positions and see what's opening at the time. Because it doesn't say what it is. It's going to say warehouse associate. And then it'll tell you to film. Hey, Lady TA. And when you do put your application in, it will tell you a video. And then it will tell you what 3 positions you could do. But so far, what I've seen, it didn't seem that bad. Yeah, they have great benefits. I tell you, when I was there for the last year, they already sent me an email and said, "Oh, you qualify for benefits from day one." So I got to sign up for my benefits before July 20 something. I wish I knew that because I wouldn't necessarily got benefits with Maximus taken out of my check. I think Amazon pays for your benefits. I know they pay medical now. If you had a family or something, you got to pay extra. Yeah, I did that temperature check full of crap. They don't let us do that no more. Hopefully nothing will break out in the future. So yeah, you get benefits. Like I said, because I was there last year for those 3 months or whatever it was, I already had benefits. Well, put it this way, I had qualified. The minute they put me permanent, I already qualify for benefits. So I already get benefits from day one when I walk in there. I just need to sign up. I'll probably sign up tomorrow when I'm sitting here doing nothing. I know I had to curse them out. These young kids, they think, these little millennial, whatever the hell age group they in, talking to me crazy. And the thing about it, whoever was the so-called manager, he knew he could have got fired from with that bull crap he was doing. Shoo. Age discrimination, it was everything they violated. Well, you did call him the N-word, yeah, after you said something about me. Shoo. And they're going to beg me and plead to me. Don't say nothing. They didn't want me to report it. And I had called HR and rescinded it. Because I said, you know what? You're going to need your job way more before I need mine. I'm already, I'm ready. And I've been in a working field, I ain't trying to be going up no corporate ladder of being manager, supervisor. That is not important to me. I'll be a consultant or something like that. But, some people don't realize they was giving grace because you got people to support. You got kids. Well, the manager, he had kids and a wife to support. You lose your job. And as for the other one, you could tell he just got out of high school himself. So he got a long ways to go before he realized people ain't gonna be taking that crap. People are not gonna take that crap from people. Let me see what the Hawks are doing. I know they're losing still. $63 to $103. Ooh, goodness. You lose by 40 points. But put it this way, it's 40-point difference. How much who made? I don't know. They don't make that much more money than they don't make no more money than anybody else working there. They don't list. Besides, when you go to Amazon, you don't come in as a supervisor when you're working at the warehouse. When you're working at the warehouse, they don't say, "Oh, we're looking for managers for the warehouse." You don't just automatically go to management just like that. You have to go to the regular whatever, and then then when you get there, then they'll post other positions, and but you don't really. You're not like a manager, supervisor, but you're doing work just like everybody else. If anything, you have to put you have to, if people are not there, how do you get into career-based jobs? Basically, you apply. Just like they got corporate. See, at Amazon, they got warehouse, whatever. Then they got corporate. And you just go to corporate jobs and you apply. Like the one, you just apply. You just go and apply. Now they may not be specific titles that says compliance or management, but you just have to go in those corporate jobs and apply. But see, the good thing about with Amazon is they say they have career advancement. Let me tell you what Amazon is about. Once you're there 3 months, right? I've already had my time in there and I'm coming back. And say I want to take some classes. They'll let you take courses because they don't want you to keep staying working at the warehouse. That's why they pay 95% of your tuition. So if you want to go to school or take a class or whatever, you could go to school and they'll pay 95%. Now that's pretty good. And if you wanted to do something in IT or AWS or whatever, they have those positions where you could do that. So you could actually work at Amazon, take advantage of the perks and then apply for those corporate jobs and positions. Yeah, people are quitting, even in the corporate jobs, not just Amazon, just all over. Because so many people in these corporate jobs, they're project managers and software engineers and all this. They even burnt out because, see, working on top of jobs and you making six figures, trust me, they're gonna get every six figures out of your ass because you thinking, yeah, that's good money, but you working like crazy in whatever technical or whatever um software engineering or whatever it is you doing, you constantly working. Even when I was watching the but they do work from home. That's the thing. Unless you're working on the site as a recruiter for HR, where you there when they start recruiting people, all the other positions, like when I call and I have an inquiry about HR question, if somebody else answers the phone for that. And I was trying to get one of those positions, but when they post it, you got to post real quick and hurry up and post. But they working from home. Let me see what the Hawks doing now. $106-68. Shit. Let me see what the final score gonna be. It'll probably be 120 to, yeah. Don't we all? But trust me, I try to have all these multiple streams of income, even if it may not pay a whole lot. But like I said, between all these different apps that I do, assignments and tasks, $15. They even contact me today. We need over $20. Oh yeah, you ain't seen my video? I got that $10,000. The $1,000 the first time when I showed you in the video how to apply, and then the other 9,000 came around April. Okay, you make $60K at Amazon. Not as a warehouse associate, no, but you can make $60K once you go and do something else. See, when I was speaking to some of the people who were working as a recruiter and stuff, I asked them, I was like, well, how long you been working at Amazon? They said 3 years. And they were doing the same job that I was doing. All they did was they sticked it out. They sticked it out. They came to work, they did whatever they had to do, and then then they said, okay, we need someone to be recruiting HR, and that's it. You have to stay at. See, Amazon is one of those places, they don't do interviews and all that kind of stuff. All their positions they do, they post it. If you got even just a little bit of the experience, you'll get on. That's why I said this think around. I'm gonna take advantage of whatever little perks and every little things they got. Especially, I don't have to have another degree. I don't need to go and get another bachelor's or master's or nothing. I just need to go and take one of those courses to learn technology. AWS or something. I try learning it for free by all these different classes and stuff online for free and looking at videos and trying to learn the code and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. You asking me? I don't know. I don't know how much they make. All I know is based on some of the videos I've watched, some of the commercial, some people said they started out working in the warehouse and then they said that they was there 2 years. Then they turn around, they said they make 20 something dollars an hour. So I have to assume they probably make about a little bit over $20 an hour. Minimum you're gonna make is $15.50. But I heard with other people's videos on YouTube, especially this one lady, this older black lady, she was working at Amazon, and I don't know what state she lived in or where, but she was talking about her experience with Amazon, and she said that, oh, they, okay, remember when Amazon, they used to pay $12? Oh, let me how they go with $12 now. Yeah, you can. You can put me down as a referral. You know my full name, Coach. And then let me tell you, I would check it out. Just apply because you never know. But remember, Amazon, they was paying people like $12 an hour, and then they said, oh, maybe a couple years ago, they said they were bringing everyone up to 15 when they had that, when the unemployment, everybody was like, we didn't get paid 15. Then Amazon went up to 15. Then when they went to 15, then with the crisis, they gave $1,000 referral plus $100 from day one if you show that you had the vaccine shot. Then they said they went up to $1,550. Then they said that the longer you work there, I heard from someone that worked at Amazon, the longer you work, the more money you get. So they'll probably start going up to, put it this way, when they said they was going up and bringing people to 16 an hour and 17, it just depends. Like I said, they don't tell you everything until you get on board, about raises and how often you see. They're not going to tell you in the beginning. They going to tell you. See, Amazon like to tell people things in increments. They give you a little bit. Okay, you've been here 2 months. Okay, you get this benefit. Okay, you've been here 3 months. You get the whole package. See, they don't tell you everything up front. They give it to you. The longer you stay, then that's when they tell you what they're going to give you. They don't tell people what they're going to get. That's what they do. All right, let me see what the Hawks are doing. Dang, 114 to 73. So if I was working these gig jobs, doing Uber Eats and Grubhub and all that stuff, and knowing that the supply chain of food going up and people, certain items are not available, and workers, they getting a hard time hiring people, because that raggedy McDonald's up the street from my house, I drove over there. They had a big ass sign, and you could tell it was new. When they started paying $12 an hour, I said, shoot. It was first I saw McDonald's was like 10. So I said, shoot, they figured they wasn't catching nobody with no $10. Then they changed it to 12. So I was like, can we make it 15? But see, they ain't gonna pay that. I don't think they'll ever get the $15. If McDonald's get the $15 an hour, I might as well quit and work at McDonald's, because ain't no way they're gonna pay no $15. Well, for one thing, they pay $15 an hour, they're gonna have to raise the price of the meals and food. And two, ain't nobody gonna pay no nasty McDonald's, no 9. Ain't nobody paying no $10 for no Big Mac meals or whatever. They ain't gonna pay no $15. Ain't no way. The worst thing they could do. The worst thing they could do with McDonald's is shorten their hours, like open up at 6, of course. They never 24 hours, so I don't know why they keep saying that. And then they would cut people hours. People not gonna get no 40 hours a week or whatever. Not paying no 15. I'm sorry, they ain't gonna do it. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. There's a whole lot of different ways of operating without having workers. And trust me, for years I've been hearing about how automation, even in fast food industries, can be done. You know, they don't they ain't gonna pay that much like that. Nope. They ain't gonna do it. But anyway, it's been real. But Coles, go ahead and apply. Like I said, the worst thing that can happen is you apply, they tell you to go down there, you take the drug test on the spot, you're gonna take a swab with a cotton swab, put it in a little bag, whatever, check your IDs. They'll tell you, oh, congratulations, you're hired with the background check, and that's it. Even if you do it for a couple months or 3 months for the bonus, look out for the one that has $1,000 sign-on bonus. But I have a feeling when they come at the end of the year, when holidays come around and stuff, I think they're gonna start giving out $1,500 bonuses. And I've seen places. I saw one place it was $3,000 bonus. I can't remember where. I gotta tell y'all the next time around. I saw places that had. It wasn't no fast food place either. It was a work from home job. I know what it was. Remember when I was doing Apple technical support for Concentrix? It's a company called Conduit, Conduent. They were hiring people to work from home. And I read the job description. I already knew it was Apple support. And they had a $3,000 sign on bonus. You had to work from home. You had to have, Ethernet. Yeah, Apple was good, but it was a headache too. Customer service with Apple, ooh, it was a headache. Down 118 to it wasn't the Hawks ain't gonna get 100. Yeah, but let me tell you, working for Apple, and I'm still Apple certified. So there's so many companies that has that contract with Apple that they were hiring. But see, they wanted to pay people depending on which one you want to work at. They were trying to pay 12, 13, 12.50. I was like, if y'all don't get beyond that 12.50, $13 an hour crap, that's why people were leaving, because people worked there a good number of months, and then they get the experience, and then they move on to other companies getting paid $18, $19, or maybe $20, depending on if you find a good company to work for. So they were trying to be cheap. So they try to hire people, and people know they could, people. See, that's why people could move on to something else. They move on to something else because they ain't trying to pay no money. But I heard one last thing, then I'm gonna go. People who worked at Amazon, there was a DSP, which is a third party company doing Amazon trucks. A lot of people went to UPS and said that they get paid way more as a driver with UPS with excellent benefits. And I know that for a fact. They get paid really well at UPS. And FedEx is hiring too. FedEx is hiring, but I don't want to work at FedEx because FedEx is hiring people too to work at the warehouse. And I don't want to do that one. That's a little bit too much. FedEx is like crazy, I heard. But in terms of being a driver, like saw a lot of people left Amazon to work at UPS, and they said their hours are, you ain't working no 15 hours and all this stuff. They say that they were pretty good. A lot of people started working with UPS. And I know their benefits are excellent too. So I didn't want to drive. I wouldn't want to be no driver anyway. That's too hectic. I don't even like driving. But anywho, thank y'all for listening. And look up the thing I tell you in the description box with their neighbor.com, and I'll let y'all know how that goes. tomorrow night. So when they come to moving the rest of the boxes, and hopefully it better be with the 50 by 50 space. So it shouldn't be too bad. But anyway, y'all have a good night. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. I'll let y'all know what happened with the move-in. And maybe I'll get a whole bunch of different people who want to rent the closets in my room or the garage. Maybe I'll see how much money could be made in that. But if you want to do it, sign up. Let me know. You don't have to have a house to do it. Just list what you got. So if you got an empty, shed in the backyard or closet in your house, like I said, I'm going to fumigate anyway. So ain't no critters coming in my house. The only way the critters going to come in this house is they fly through this damn window. Other than that, All right. Talk to y'all tomorrow or tomorrow night. Bye. Coles, what are you talking about? Oh, the post office is hiring too. At least the one I saw an ad in Atlanta. So the post office hiring too. Oh, one last thing, and then I'm gonna go for real. So I got an email yesterday, or a couple of days ago, from the Census Bureau. The census is hiring again. Not to take the census, but they said, I tell you, I never did heard from the damn census. So I get an email the other day. It says, "Oh, we're not hiring for the census. And if you're interested, please send us your email. Email. We'll send you an application to apply." So they're looking for people. So they notified me the other day. They mailed out my application, but the census was hiring too. Again, I don't know what they're looking for, but just to throw that in there. All right, now I'm about to go. Bye.